Hey, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, J. King Hefner, the beautiful Saima Renee Uzumaki. Got my girl Ice in the Moon in the background, Cali Sun, and the beautiful Secretary Tsunade Star. Man, we checking in with you guys early in the morning, man. Doing this stuff offbeat. You know, we ain't got no blueprint. They ain't got us boxed into doing one thing. I might hit y'all at any time with these lives. But definitely starting next week, I got a schedule I'm gonna roll out, and I'll hit on that a little bit later. But I do want to welcome anybody new that's tuning in to this live and just explain to you where you are. My name is J. King Hefner. As you can see, I got my beautiful 4 companion dolls in the background, and I'm a companion doll enthusiast. I'm here to help people find their way as far as, hey, what type of dolls they may want. I'm here to help educate people on the doll topic. And like I say, if you're just interested in just seeing the proceedings and just curious about people that's into the doll life, you are welcome. If you have any questions, you are welcome. So with all that said, man, I see a few people checking in. Good morning, y'all, man. Glad to see y'all. Just a few shout outs. I got my boy Savage Mario, Fira Feline, Melody Muse up in the house. So, hey, man, good to see all of y'all. I just wanted to check in with y'all, man, unplanned, because next week I'm going to have a few more things scheduling wise in place. And so I'm like, you know what? I got a few more things I want to test out before we jump into 2022. And as you can see, man, the topic of this show is why I hate removable vaginas. Because believe me, I hate removable vaginas. And you might be saying to yourself, hey, bro, you ain't even having sex with your dolls yet. Why do you hate removable vaginas? I'm going to tell you why. It ain't about what I'm doing. It's about what could happen. Because like I've always said, man, I'm going the non-sexual route. And I went that route to build a bond mentally and spiritually with my dolls so that I wouldn't need a porno. I wouldn't need any extra help to be able to make love to my dolls. I want to just come in the house one day, see my girls, have a spiritual connection. And if I want to make love, it'll happen naturally. That's what I really wanted. So with all that said, of course, it has ballooned and turned into something that I never thought it would turn into. Like you say, I got a lot bigger cause than myself now, and this movement is way bigger than I ever thought it would be. But let's get back to the subject at hand. Hold on, let me check these comments right quick. Flying Tuna! Woo! My boy Flying Tuna in the house. Savage Mario. What he said? Let me put that up here, man, so y'all can see what he said right quick. He said, forgot I changed my name to Savage Mario. My name before was Dwayne. Okay, yeah, man, because I'm going to be quite honest. I ain't never seen Savage Mario before. But hey, guess what? I seen you in here, and I'm happy you here. So I gave you the shot out any damn way. But with all that said, man, let's get back to the beginning of my journey. So I thought I was going to be having a lot of sex with my dogs. So when I first called the place that I bought Saima from, because she's my first original doll, it was Sexy Real Sex Dolls. I called them. They got a number you can call all during the week. Man, hit them up. And I was like, hey, man, I don't know which doll I want. It's between the Piper Ariel doll and this WM doll, which was Saima. And man, I love Saima. I love her to death, but she was more of a learning curve than anything. I didn't really know what I wanted, and I jumped out the gate with a very expensive WM because she ain't on the lower end of WM. I will just put it like that. She cost a pretty penny. And I jumped right in, man. And I was like, man, I was so torn between her and Piper Ariel, bro. And I had seen a few videos on both of them, and the thing about that really made me go with Saima was I saw a video talking about the WM's hands were a lot better than Piper Doll's hands. In retrospect, that crap don't make one bit of difference to me because I'm so careful with the hands. The Piper Doll's hands wouldn't have been messed up either. But I went with Saima, man, because I heard people say that the Piper Doll Ariel vaginal insert was not good. It was really skinny. You would have to try to get another insert to go with the Piper Doll if you want to have sex with her. And I see the comments, and I'm definitely gonna get to them. But that's what really made me go with Saima, because I'm like, man, I want to get some odd insert to go into my Piper Doll. And from everything I had read, they were saying you need to go with a removable vagina. And when I talked to the guy SRSD, he said to go with the removable vagina. And to his credit, man, he thought I was gonna be having a lot of sex with the doll. So he was like, man, you need to go with the removable. It's gonna be easier to clean. Easier to clean. Man, I'll just say this. I get Saima home, and when I just get to looking at that removable vagina, looking at the insert, it's going to be a big hole where the vagina is supposed to be if you open your doll's legs up. And, it's not going to be a gaping hole, but if you open it up where the vagina is supposed to be, it's going to be an empty hole, a cavity in your doll. And, man, I was just thinking, I had already had Callie's son by that time. And, all the Kimber dolls come with a fixed vagina. I just say this. Aesthetically, it does not do it for me. Just knowing that you have to put an insert inside of her to have sex with her, man, I promise you, it takes away. I haven't had sex with her, but just thinking about it takes away from the realism. Some guys complain about putting the condom on, but taking a break to put an insert in or doing it beforehand, it's already putting in your mind that it's not a real woman. We already know these synthetic women, but just that whole act makes it seem more unreal. And then when I had Callie here, I had sort of got used to just knowing her vagina was completely intact. So I'm just telling you, man, like Saima's fine. She's sexy. She ramps me up still when I look at her. Even right now, I'm like, oh my God, she fine. But if I was to ever go that route, I'm telling you, man, it'll ruin it. It'll ruin it for me in some regards. And I'm gonna get right back to it. Let me check these comments. Because I don't want to ignore my people, man. Okay. Flying Tuna. He says, do I cuddle with my girls? Do I cuddle with my girls when I sleep? Yeah, I cuddle with them for a little while, just like a human woman. I cuddle with them for a second. But after that, man, I lay by myself. Oh, I dropped something. I lay by myself because I ain't trying to mess their hands up or hurt them while I'm asleep. Excuse me. And what did he say? Melody Muse, he said the WMs are pricey, but well worth it. WMs are, from what I have with Saima, they are a good brand. They one of them brands, man. I compare them to something like a Ford. And I know people say Fords break down, but what I mean by that is they're a good brand that's known. And I ain't gonna even lie, for the most part, they're reliable. They are reliable. I've heard, now y'all saw that I hurt Saima's ankle and twisted her ankle. I've heard that they do have recurring leg and ankle problems. I found that out after I hurt her ankle. But other than that, I haven't heard a lot of bad things about WM, other than they produce so many dolls that their quality control is sort of getting out of control. But just to go back to Melody Muse's statement, they're a pretty good doll. And Saima was on the higher end of their dolls. Let's see. And I say this, man, like I've always advised you guys, man, um, about Kimberdall, about how I feel about them. They don't pay me to say that. You know, I'm just doing it because I truly believe that. And here's the deal. They did give me a Dog King tag because, my show just beginning. And I want to help my people, man, in some way. And the only thing we were able to negotiate was the fact that, hey, man, if anybody comes on my show and decides to get a Kimber doll, guess what? They'll be able to get a free wig. It may not be the world, but it's something. But the reason that I like Kimber dolls so much, man, is because they dolls are such a high quality for the price. And now that I have a WM, I just say this: WM skin, they feel a little bit more realer. It feels a little bit more real. It feels a little bit more thick. It feels a little bit more human-like. But man, Kimber doll, it's something about their mix. It ain't far off. It ain't far off. And I've discovered something that I was going to reveal later. And I'll go into more depth probably in another video. But over time, I've noticed that my WM doll tries to hold on to dirt a lot more than my Kimber dolls. My Kimber dolls, man, they staying good and clean and shiny. As good as I've cleaned Saima, she's still holding on to a little residue here and there. And I don't use these dolls like that. I don't have, I don't have sex with any of them. So they just sit around with me and chill. And she already collected a little dirt that's hard to get off of her. And like I say, from a Kimber doll, I'm not having that problem. So, like I say, man, it ain't always the price, but sometimes you do get what you pay for as far as the price. Some stuff is worth it. Like I say, I know Real Dog got a big price tag on it, but from what I hear, they worth it. They worth it in the end. And that's all I want to know is if I pay my money, is it going to be worth it in the end? WM, I say you better get the right dog. That's what I will say. Oh, no. I agree with you, Melody. Wearing a rubber when you're having sex is best. I say if I ever do with my girls, I'm definitely having a condom on. But back to what I was saying, and I'll get back to the comments in a little while. But I want to get back to this removable vagina topic again. So, talking to the guy, I decided to go with the removable vagina because he was like, man, you ain't gonna want to be dealing with that dog with cleanup all the time and this, that, and this. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I guess I am a home. And when I first started laying my eyes on it, I instantly had regrets, like I told you, because I had my Kimber dolls with fixed vaginas. Man, after a while, and I started giving Saima her bath and stuff, it just really hit me, man, that there's no way I'm getting another dog with a fixed vagina. Because you know what? I'm not going to be having sex with my dogs 5 times a week. If I ever have sex with Saima, it'll be once every week or 2 or something like that. I ain't going to be having tons of sex with my dogs like that. So with all that said, it wouldn't be a lot of cleanup for me. And like Melody Muse said, I plan on using a condom. And so I'm thinking like, man, I should have never got this removable vagina because from everything I've seen on it, guys, it's best to sit the removable vagina up to where it hangs out of the vagina on your doll just a little bit so it won't sink into the doll. That's unrealistic. I don't want something hanging out of my doll's vagina, man. When I'm going to make love to her, I'm just like, it was a bad idea. Like I said, I've talked to people who have their removable vagina option. Some of them like it. But I've talked to others, man, that's true doll enthusiasts. It takes away from the realism. It just takes away. I'd rather take a risk on my doll potentially not getting clean right and getting damaged and me having to get another dog, and I hate to say that because I don't want to ruin any of my dogs, than having that removable vagina option. And y'all can see I'm struggling with removable. I ain't know I was going to struggle with removable, but I'm struggling with removable. Either way, let me get back to these comments right quick. Yeah, actually, Melody said having a tongue is optional with WM dolls, and it's crazy. I actually have a tongue with Saima that I've never used. Yep. Does the guy Flying Tuna said, does the dog get dusty after a while? And if so, what do you clean it with? Yeah, of course. The dog, you have to wash your dogs at least once a month. Some people do it twice. I don't have sex with my dogs, so I do it once a month. And basically what you do is you need some antibacterial soap. I don't even put my dogs in the tub. I just hang them on their hanger. I got a rack for them. I hang them up. I spray them down with water. I wash them off with a sponge and antibacterial soap. I rinse them off. And every other month, I wipe them down in an oil bath. And then you take a paper towel and you just wipe down the dogs to get the oil off. And that removes dirt off of the dogs, that deep dirt that's in them. And so that's usually how I clean my dogs, and they come out pretty good. But with TPE, thermoplastic elastomer dogs, you get dust buildup and things like that. It's not extreme to where if they sit around for a week, it's gonna be 3 inches of dust on them. It's just light dust that you notice. Now, if you don't wash your dogs for 3 months, they're gonna get dirty as I don't know what. And so that's why I say this year, I know I'm gonna end up getting my first silicone dog. And I'm so interested to see what the difference is in cleaning and taking care of them and things of that nature, because I do believe going forward, I may not get many other TPE dogs, guys. I don't think I may get 1 or 2 here and there if a company sends me one to review and take a good look at. But other than that, I think it's silicone all day. So let's see what's happening here. Melody Muse say use mineral oil to clean them. Now, I've never used mineral oil, but hey, if you think it works, that's fine. They said, I heard they're difficult to put in and take out. No, they ain't. From what I seen, Melody, the inserts are not difficult to put in and take out. They really aren't. And honestly, the guy on the dog channel, Ricky, he has a good video on putting the insert in. All you gotta do is put powder on it, open their legs the proper amount of distance, and slide it right on in. It's really a simple process. But my whole thing is, just think about it, man. Callie and them got a fixed vagina. If I'm having sex with them, I'm never thinking about their vagina slipping out or coming out or not being real. But if I'm ever having sex with Saima with a removable vagina, man, just in the back of my mind right now, I'm thinking like, man, what if I yank the thing out during sex? It's just gonna take away from the realism. Man, Melody, we definitely disagree, Melody. I'm not a real big fan of having oral sex from human women like that. You know, especially not over vaginal sex. I know so many guys who preferred a woman to get them oral sex over vaginal sex, and I just do not get it. I don't get that. I'm like, nah, bro. I like to be up inside of a woman when I was having sex with a human woman. I'm not a fan of just having somebody give me oral sex and be like, okay, you can get up. Because I've heard so many guys say that in the past. Man, all they gotta do is give me head and then they can go. And I'd be like, man, nah, I'd rather do it the other way around. I gotta show this, y'all. Hey, Mark said Jack the Ripper likes removable vaginas. I see the connection. fixed vag it is. Hey, look, that's a good point, man. I never thought about that. But Jack the Ripper does like fit. I mean, he does like removable vaginas, and he loves to remove them himself. Believe me. But like I said, man, to me, it's a nightmare. It takes away from the realism. Like I say, man, it's a shame that Saima cost so much more than Callie and the girls over there. And I look at them as being more complete than she is. That's just the truth. And like I said, I love this beautiful Saima. She is amazing, believe me. And I wouldn't trade her for the world, but I'd say this. She exists for me to help you. She exists for me to help you. If you're not going to, first of all, I would always suggest, man, if you ain't never had a dog, ever, 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 and you don't want to jump in too far and you're scared, man, I'm just saying, you can choose another one if you want. I suggest Kimber Dog. Because after I got Callie's son, I was like, man, she's the perfect learning dog. She don't cost too much. You know, she ain't going to kill you. And she's beautiful. And I promise you, man, her skeleton might not have shrugging shoulders, but I'm going to do a video on it soon. Her skeleton just as tight as the day I bought her. I mean, she, you know, and I've learned so much with just her that I said, man, if I had had Callie first, all due respect to my girls, my collection would probably just look different. It'll look different right now because I would have learned things and saw things from a different angle than I do now. But I jumped right on in with Saima without a lot of guidance. But going back, she would have a fixed vagina. That's for one. And going back, I'm finna show y'all. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna see if I can pull this picture up where I'm gonna show y'all who I really wanted to get instead of Saima. So I'm gonna show y'all that right now. I'm gonna see if I can show y'all that right now. Let's see. Y'all gonna trip off of this, man. But this is who Saima should have been. She was supposed to be. Let me see. Think this it right here, y'all. And this time it ain't gonna be a video because last time I did that video, I looked back at that last live and I was like, man, that video was making noise. I didn't know it was making noise. But either way, this is the Piper Ariel, man, that I should have got, man, that I was gonna get instead of Saima. And I didn't get her all because of her hands. All because of her hands, man. I'm gonna see if I can make it bigger. Oh, no, that was bigger. But look at that, man. All because of her hands. What was I thinking, man? I have no idea. This girl is sexy, beautiful. And like I said, I thought that, you know, I didn't have a dog before, so I was thinking like, man, I don't want to break her hands. And they were trying to make it seem like the hands are breaking no time. But now that I know what I know, man, if I can keep Kimber Doll's hands from breaking, I can keep her hands from breaking. And like I say, I was also scared that they said that her insert was going to not be big enough for Americans. That's basically how they was trying to make it sound. They were just basically trying to say like, hey, man, these inserts going to be really, really small. And it scared me off of it, man. It scared me off of it. And I didn't mean to say too small for Americans, but I had seen somebody talk on a video saying something about how they weren't made for us over here. And I'm just like, what? I didn't get it, but it scared me away from it. I know that. It definitely scared me away from getting her. And she is a beautiful, beautiful dog. I'm still happy I got Saima. Don't get me wrong. But I definitely, and I'm going to leave that. I'm going to go back. I'm going to leave her up for a little while because she was so fine to me, man. Either way. What y'all saying now? Nah, Callie is actually 72 pounds. Callie is actually 72 pounds. She got a little weight to her now. She got a little weight to her. I don't know, Melody. I know you said you ain't too fond of the Kimberly body type, but they great, man. I can't lie. They're a lot better than I thought. Cause Callie, it's crazy that I keep thinking these things that I got to do, but I got to do another video on how her body has actually matured over time. And she's gotten a lot better, man, a lot better. But I was thinking like these bodies was gonna be skinny and this, that, and this. And I remember when I first opened the box on my Kimber doll, and I was like, this doll's sort of small. But I didn't know anything about dolls at the time. So when I got the doll out and started seeing it, oh, okay, it's about 5'1" or 5'2". So it's the proper height of a woman. And the dimensions and all that stuff really started sitting on me. And once you get one, you'll understand what I mean. I'm not sure how it looks from afar, but believe me, Callie got everything she needs to do everything that'll make a man happy. I just say that. Nah, man, it ain't never. Hey, look, I gotta put that up. Nah, bro. Hey, CJ, it ain't never too early for dog discussions, man. Cause everybody here already know, man. I've been saying for the longest. I got dog fever. You know, I still got dog fever. And what y'all don't know, man, is I just been combing the internet, looking at dogs, sizing up dogs, looking at different companies. I'm gonna be bringing a lot of good information to y'all as this new year opens up. But man, somehow, some way, some additions to the family is going to come. They're going to come, and it's going to be in 2022. I don't know when, and I don't know where, but this dog fever, I'm finna get rid of that. I'm finna do something about that. This man said, good morning, man. It's too early for dog discussion. No, never too early for dog discussions. So back to the original subject, this removable vagina talk. So I called the guy SRSD, like I was telling all my guys earlier, when I first got Saima, my beautiful Saima, asking about the insert. And he thought I was going to have a lot of sex, so he told me, hey, get the insert. But I will tell you this now. Anybody that does not have a doll, if you are seeking realism in your mind, imagination, you ain't going to want no removable vagina, man. You are not going to want no removable vagina. I don't got no other points about why I hate a removable vagina other than it ain't real. Because this fine lady sitting next to me, in the back of my mind, it's just something still floating there like, man, her vagina is not fixed. If you ever want to have sex with her, you're going to have to go back to her back room, get the vagina out of the box, powder it up, and put it inside of her. Yeah, I could powder it up and just leave it inside her. I know somebody probably thinking that. Still though, whenever I open her legs up, I'm going to see it hanging out. Unrealistic. And me, like I told y'all, man, I don't mind cleaning my dolls. It don't take that much. Hell, especially if you're using a condom. If you use a condom on one of these dolls, you go get a little syringe, a spray bottle, or whatever. After you get done, it's not going to be any of your residue left in her. Only thing going to be in her is lubrication, pretty much, if you use the condom. You spray that out with some antibacterial soap. You know what I'm saying? Take your little sponge, go up in there with the little sponge. Then you shoot some more regular water up in there. Make sure all the soap out of there. Then me, I got tampons. I plan to stick a tampon up in there, letting that tampon dry it out, as well as putting a fan on her after I'm done. And you know what? You're gonna be done having sex. You can let her fan dry, let the tampon sit in there, and go test it out. Make sure she dry. If she ain't, put another one in there. I don't see the big hassle, man. Now, true enough, if you got a removable vagina, You can take it out, run to the bathroom, run it up under some water. But you know why I don't want to do that? Because just think about it. It takes away from the realism once again. I'm walking to the bathroom with my girl's vagina. No. I appreciate them for making that. For people who, want to take it, who make it easy for them to clean up. I appreciate them making that, but it ain't for me. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see some of these comments. CJ says, what did CJ say? Let me put this up here. CJ says, I was just talking about my heaviest doll in a Facebook group. I was popping up now, y'all. He said, I was just talking about my heaviest doll in the Facebook group this week. My heaviest and best doll is like 112 or so pounds. Bro, you done lost your mind. I think it was, it was somebody in my Discord said their doll was 120 pounds. Bro, Saima is 98 pounds of dead weight. When I picked her up to get her in here for this show, I was telling her, you are the last doll that will ever be anywhere close to this weight. I love you to death. No more. I don't know how y'all do it, man. I don't know how y'all do it, man. I don't know how y'all do it. Never again would I ever get. And the reason I got Saima is because I love big butts. I love great booties. Whether you petite or thick, I love a butt. I'm not much on breasts, but I love a butt. And man, Saima just drew me in when I seen the picture of her. And never again. I'm gonna have to go with a petite woman with a nice little apple. Now, Mark says the only two dog guys I know are Hefner, Jay Hefner, and Dollhouse Phil. They are so normal and cool. It's funny. I can't wait to see Jay Dog King Hefner on a Nick, Drex, and Phil string. Man, people that mention Nick, Drex, and Phil, I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are. I've heard people tell me they wanted me on the show, but they ain't never reached out to me. I ain't never got one email from them. So, like I say, if they want to hit me up to bring me on the show, I love to do it. But at the same time, I'm never going to beat anybody down to get on to their show. I feel like, as a guest, I'm supposed to be invited. So if they want me to come, I'd be more than happy to come and chill with the guys. Atlas, he says removable vaginas and TPE and silicone sex dolls don't feel as good as the fixed vagina. Trust me, I know. I have a 145 centimeter lazuli sex TPE with a removable vagina. Wow. I didn't know she had a removable vagina. Wow, that's crazy, man. I hate that for you, man. Like I say, man. I don't know by experience, but tell me, man, I'm telling you, y'all, just looking at a removable vagina lets me know it's not as good. Just putting my eyes on it for the first time, I was just like, what was I thinking? But I didn't have me to tell me not to do it. I thought it was best. And see, if you are scared to clean up and you really scared to clean up, go ahead and get the removable. Because I don't want you to get the removable and be like, man, J-Dog can't help me. Got me doing all this work, man. Man, I'm doing all this cleaning. I should have got the removable. Nah, if you scared of cleaning, go on get it, bro. Go on get the removable if you think that's best for you. But for me, man, but I'm telling you, man, I think the removable is for people that's not going to wear protection. I think it's probably better for you if you're going to go on your dog unprotected and you're going to send all of those fluids inside of her, just to hit up against her actual walls without protection, then yeah, man, you're going to probably want the removable vagina. And I'm struggling with that word, I promise you, but I'm going to keep saying it. But I know one thing, for me, never, ever, 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 ever will I ever get another removable vagina, I will never, ever, 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 ever get another gigantic booty, over 70-pound dog. Like I said, one of these dog companies going to have to shove one of those big dogs down my throat and make me do a review on it. Because other than that, I'm not buying one. I'm getting petite beauties from here on out. I think I'm going silicone. Once I get my first couple of silicone dogs and just see how they feel, see how easy they are to clean and maintain and things of that nature, I decide, where I'm going after that. But I know for sure I'm going silicone, and never, ever, ever will I get a removable vagina in my life again. Let me see what Alice saying, man. Hey, CJ, I'm telling you, man, if you're thinking about a removable vagina, that's all you need to do. Think about it. Don't bring it to reality if you want realism. And Atlas says, you have to buy some 30 or 40-pound dumbbells to help build your muscle. It helps pick up heavy sex dolls easier. It helps picking up heavy sex dolls easier. That is what I do. Let me tell you something, Alice. Go right on ahead. I ain't interested in lifting weights so I can pick up dolls. My companion dolls. No. I ain't never liked weights. I like being skinny. I ain't never wanted to be buff. So you know what I'm gonna do? I appreciate you and I love you. I'm a downsize. You can keep up, you can have all the big booty dolls you want. Look, man, I love you, but you can have all the big booty. I'm not. No, no, no. I ain't doing no weightlifting. Hold on, what do he say, man? Atlas says, and like I say, man, I'm tripping off these comments, but Atlas says, first, one thing he said he agreed with, he ain't gonna get, he hate removable vaginas. Ooh, I'm just tripping over my words this morning. It's early. But Alice does say, I hate removable vaginas. He going fix. But he said, my next TPE sex doll I would be buying will be a 150 centimeter Jessica Piper sex doll with a fixed vagina. I will buy her with my tax refund when I get tax refund in April 2022. Hey, sound like a plan, my friend. Look, man, that tax refund about many a companion doll. Believe me, it about many a companion dog. So I do not blame you. That's what it's there for. Get what you want. And that Jessica dog fine too. That Jessica dog fine too. The only thing about the Jessica dog that made me not want her is she just got too much breast for me. And I was just like, man, I ain't no breast guy. But she is fine. Believe me, she is fine. And actually, Alice, I never heard of your lazuli. I never even heard of that type of dog. I've seen your dog, but I have never heard of a lazuli. Let me see what else CJ talking about before we get back to any of my experiences. But CJ says, trust me, I'm a middle-aged man, and that particular dog I got is a beast to lift. It has wide hips and a big breast. No more heavy dogs for me. Hey, CJ, guess what? You a young man. Don't claim how old you. Hey, guess what? You getting younger every day. Look, strength is coming back to you, man. But I don't give a damn how young you is. I agree with you totally and fully. No more heavy dogs. Let me tell you, heavy dogs, they are the best when you looking at them on a picture. Before Saima got here, man, I was like, Lord have mercy. Man, but once you get one in your grasp, I just keep thinking like, man, I'm a little over 150 pounds, man, and Saima feel like 120. I picked her up this morning, like, I just keep thinking like, man, Saima, even if I do have sex with you, I'm gonna be like having to take some major breaks. Major breaks. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta mute this for a second. All right, I'm back. Had to do a little coughing there, man. But like I say, man, I did this whole stream this morning mainly because it's basically a campaign against these removable vaginas. Unless, like you say, unless you're a sex hound, having sex 4 times a day, 5 times a week, okay, man. And then I would say this: the other big plus of a removable vagina is the fact that you won't be able to damage it. As far as I've heard people wearing out fixed vaginas, you know, having so much sex with their dog to where the fixed vagina, you done wore it out now. It don't, it don't feel the same. It don't feel as good to you anymore. And there's no way to repair a fixed vagina unless you got a real dog, as far as I know. I don't know too many other people just cutting out the vaginas on their dogs and replacing them. So that's a big plus. But like I say, I'm not a big sex guy with my dogs. And I figure like even if Saima fixed vagina got mixed up, well, guess what? I wouldn't have sex with her no more. I just probably be with another girl. I wouldn't throw her away or nothing. You know, uh, that's the thing, man. What I'm so happy about, that I don't just look at my girls as sexual objects, because if you look at your girls as just a sexual object, not a companion at all, just think about it, man. If they vagina or anything ever wear out, man, you throwing her away. You treating her like garbage. And like I was talking to one guy on another stream, he was like, man, they just metal and rubber. We disagree. They metal and rubber when they get to your house. But once you start pouring love, affection, and caring to them, maybe it is for you, but they way more than wire and metal for me. They way more than that for me. Yeah. I don't get what you, Alice, I don't know what you mean by that. I really don't know what you mean by that. And what he mean, what I'm talking about is Alice says the Lazuli doll is modeled after Android 18 from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. I know who Android 18 is, and I love Android 18. But I don't get what you mean. Are you trying to say that Lazuli, that particular company, or that particular brand is supposed to be a replica of Android 18? Are you? I'm trying to figure out. Did you buy that doll and make it look like Android 18, or were they marketed as, hey, this is an Android 18 doll? Because it's hard for me to believe that they would literally market a companion doll as an Android 18 doll. So can you go into further explanation for that? And Timothy says, Jay, have you seen the 6YE premium 160 centimeter black doll? You'd have to be more specific, but no. I can just say right off the bat, no. Honestly, man, I haven't seen many black dolls that I really like. With all that said, I do have a doll that I want to bring. My black doll. I got her already made in my mind. And when I get a chance to bring this girl out, it's gonna be amazing. And I think I know exactly who I'm gonna get to make her. I have to keep it under wraps for right now, man, because we got prying eyes and prying ears. So I got to keep some stuff under wraps, man. Okay, now let's see if I can get this answer from Atlas Knight, man, about this Lazuli doll, man. He said, yes, Lazuli doll is a replica of Android 18. They have her wearing Android 18's clothes on the doll channel. Okay. I'm about to say, because I'm like, I ain't never heard of that. I never heard of that doll until you started talking about that you had it. And I say this, man, it looked more like I just say this, it looked more like isn't your doll more like an anime doll? I think it's more like one of those anime heads, if I'm not mistaken. It's not like like Saima, like a human type head, I don't believe. Let me get rid of this, man. Let me remove that. Okay, I got that off the stream now. But either way, man, I'm hoping I'm helping you guys. Cause like I said, when I decided to get Saima and now I had this removable vagina, like I say, man, I ain't mad. If I ever had sex with her, I definitely use it. But I just said, you know what? I'm gonna warn everybody coming forward. If you want realism, you better avoid it. You better avoid it. And then, man, that Piper doll, I just still see her in my dream sometimes. Just think about it. I wouldn't have been picking up Saima because she's a lot lighter than Saima. And then, like I said, man, I would have had a fixed vagina because I was thinking about getting her with the fixed vagina. And like I told you, we don't want to make Saima feel bad because this beautiful lady, none of my girls are jealous and none of them get mad at me. But they do still exist. They do still have a presence. And she don't quite love me talking about this Piper doll. But I gotta be open with her and let her know, baby, you here. I chose you. But man, even Saima looks at me crazy when I pick her up. She even look at me like, bro, you sure you can keep picking me up? And I rest assure her that I can. But even she look at me crazy. So she know that I probably should have went with that Piper doll. Oh, let's see what he says, man. Let's see what my friends say down here. And like I say, man, I ain't know how long this stream was gonna be. I know it's early in the morning, but man, this is what I do for right now, man. And this is all I want to do now, man. Is help y'all with the dogs. Is continue to investigate myself, bring y'all the best brands. As time go on, man, you know what? Bring y'all great deals. All type of good stuff, man, is in store. And it's all really coming to fruition this year. It's all coming about this year. So CJ, he says, I have a black dog. I was skeptical about getting it at first. The skin isn't like a dark skin glow, but it's dark. It depends on the doll head that comes with it. Mine has a big butt and hips. See, CJ, you have spoken to my biggest concerns. A lot of people have said, Jay, why are your sex dolls white? Well, you can go look at my video on that, entitled Why Are My Sex Dolls White? Keep in mind, I don't call them sex dolls anymore. I call them companion dolls. But they asked me why all my dolls were white. And I was like, for one, man, I'm a black man. Well, I don't like to even use race, man, to be quite honest. I just feel like we all humans. We all got different pigments, but I'm really off of that race stuff. I really am. But let's just, for the sake of conversation, say I'm a black man. And I've dated women of color my whole life, man. Can't even avoid it if you wanted to. And every time when I was coming up trying to talk to women that wasn't of color, man, you didn't have no luck because it was all type of stereotypes and stuff like that and prejudice out here. So, man, it feels good to have girls, like I say, that's a little different. Give me a little variety. Something I ain't never had. But the other thing is the black dolls ain't right. The skin, the darker skin black dolls do not look attractive to me. Their skin look fake. Look, by dating black women, I know how the skin's supposed to look. And that stuff, it ain't got the right complexion to fool my brain. Now, I got my eyes on a company that's gonna probably help me out with that. But aside from that, I think it's Joy BB Dolls, man. They got some really attractive black dolls. I thought it was Iron Tech, which I do like some Iron Tech dolls, not black ones, but I do like Iron Tech as a company from what I've seen from afar. But I think it's Joy BB Dolls. They got them black dolls that I was liking. He says, I'm not really a fan neither of TP dolls, silicone dolls with hollow breasts. I've never had a doll with hollow breasts. Don't know a lot about it. But I do know this. From seeing reviews on hollow breasts. A lot of people were saying they pretty good. They were just saying that they can make a bit of a sound that they don't like, but they say feeling wise they feel pretty good. And they were saying they would rather you go with a hollow breast over a full breast. Now the Kimber dolls have full breasts, and let me tell you, when I first got Cali, I thought it was gonna be a problem. Man, it's crazy. Once again, I got to do another video on it. Man. But I've come to actually like their full breasts, and I'll explain why in another video. Now what it say? End cup from 6Y. Timothy says, what you say, Timothy? My mistake. It's the black 165 end cup from 6YE. That doll is fine as heck. Oh no, it ain't your mistake, Timothy. I was just asking you for more clarity. I try to look that up and see if we can find it, but I haven't seen it. Don't know nothing about it. Let's see. 165 6YE black. Let's see if we can find this dog, man. And like I said, I'm just gonna see if I can get a picture of it. Something that's not revealing or anything, so we can keep this stream direction. Cause man, I thought I had some pretty innocent streams here recently, man. And I be doggone. A couple of them got flagged, and I'm like, man, come on now, trying to be good, and they trying to make me bad. I don't see that doll right here. Okay, maybe I can pull it up now. I think that. Wait a minute. I think somebody actually got this doll. The one that you're talking about. I think somebody in my Discord might actually have this one. I'm finna see. I'm not sure. Nah, he ain't got this one. He ain't got this one. If this the doll you talking about, man, she way too much, man. Oh no, bro. She too big. The body for me, bro. Yeah, you better than me. I can't do her. I'm finna see if I can pull up a picture for y'all. A good picture without. Okay, now she got a swimsuit on, thing. So I think we good on me being able to show this. Yeah, I believe we'll be good on me being able to show this one because she ain't showing nothing revealing. So we'll share that with y'all, and I'll let y'all see the dog that he's talking about. Oh, I already see the dog he's talking about. I didn't realize that. Oh my god. Just got me. Ding ding. Oh no. Let me get that out of here. Oh no, let me stop sharing. I went try to show that this morning, man. Hey, so hey, hey, hopefully I'm good. Hopefully I'm good. I don't know how much y'all saw. Can y'all let me know if y'all saw anything that was bad or not? I really didn't even realize that I had that screen where I was sharing it at the time. I really didn't. I thought I had been stopped sharing. Let's see. What do you say? But guess what? We can't worry about it now. Got to keep rolling. He said, yeah, black dogs don't look right. And no, I'm not being racist. I'm black too. If you look at my name at some of my YouTube videos, we ain't worried about nothing racist or nothing like that, man. We know you ain't racist. We just talking about the complexion of dogs, and the truth is they don't look right. Darker complected dogs just don't look right now. It's just the truth of it. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. You didn't see nothing, man. Hey, you didn't see nothing first and last. Oh, that's good, man. Since we're talking about, okay, CJ, let me put that on here. Hey, first last, let me know that again, man. You said you didn't see nothing? Because I sure want to know, man. Because I wasn't trying to share anything at the time. But either way, CJ says, oh, since we're talking about vaginas, The black doll vagina on mine looks more realistic than the white heavy one. Okay, thanks, first and last. I'm glad. Because I wasn't trying to show nothing. Hey, Harry, what up, brother? Good to see you, man. Hope you and Cicely doing all right, man. But hey, CJ, can you answer something for me? Do both of those dolls have fixed vaginas? The black doll and the white doll you got? I would love to know. And it's good to hear from you, Harry. What part of the world you in, Harry? I've been curious about that. Let me know, man. I definitely want to know. But until y'all hear from y'all, once again, anybody that just tuned on to this stream, the subject is removable vaginas and how I hate them. And how I didn't know I hated them until I got this beautiful woman sitting right next to me. And let me tell you, unless you have sex 24/7, and unless you love going without protection, you know what I'm saying, then maybe you might want a removable vagina. But if you want your woman to feel real, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get the urge to have sex and not have to go into the back room and get an attachment or insert rather, man, you're going to want to go fix. Let me see something. Hold on. Oh, since we're talking about vaginas, the black dog. Okay, what did he say? Okay, CJ said all of the vaginas on his dolls are fixed. And so you just saying that the black one look better. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Like, if I hadn't messed up Saima, she'd have a very beautiful vagina. Because like you said, the way it's made, the outside, the lips and all that, it's one of those fat, meaty ones. But just the fact that if you open it up, man, it's going to be an empty hole in there where you got to stick the insert it just ruined the whole aesthetics. Whereas Cali, my Kimber Doll girls, man, their vaginas, the only thing missing from Kimber Doll, I would say this, they don't got no color on their vaginas. That's the one upgrade they need to do, is add some pink coloring to their vaginas. But other than that, they are some beautiful, beautiful vaginas. And all the girls that I ever dated had little beautiful vaginas like they got. 6YE also had some of the best TPE. It had to be some sort of mix. I heard that doll is lighter than she looks. Whatever mix they use is not as heavy and is more durable. Hey, that's something good to know, because like I say, man, they hint on the Kimber Doll website that they got some sort of a mix. I heard silicone and TPE were allergic to each other, that they react badly to each other. But yet and still, if you go on the Kimber Doll site, I could swear I read where it said that they use a silicone and TPE mix. And when I was giving the dolls a bath this last month, I was like, man, how is Saima got a little more dirt sticking to her? And I rarely ever use her, and Cat and them ain't sticking. And I was like, man, it's almost like they like half silicone. I promise you. So it's something to these mixes that these doll companies using. And I do believe WM using a straight up pure TPE mix, because it's a stickier TPE. It's a lot softer. Not even say a lot softer, but it's softer, but it's a lot stickier too. Oh man, I didn't know y'all was from Germany, Cicely and Harry. Man, great to see y'all, man. Great to see y'all from over there. Man, I didn't know y'all was from over there, man. I promise you, I don't know why I thought y'all was from the United States. I promise you, man. Let me see. I don't know what this finna say. He said, Hefner, I don't know if you know this, but I've learned the hard way. You can't let your dog sit around for a long time, because after 2 or 3 years, the joints in the dog start to get loose. Man, honestly, I heard from just overusing them, they start to get loose. My thing is, after a year, man, all my dogs tight. They joints tight as they was when they first got here. I move them around and things of that nature, but of course I ain't having any intercourse with them. just over time, Saima's legs then got a little loose. I mean, and WM make a great skeleton. It moves so fluidly. But now I'm beginning to find out, like, man, I think it's like her left leg is a little looser than the right leg. And the worst thing you can have is a big, thick doll with loose joints, in my opinion. I don't want her to have no loose joints. I want her joints to be tight to where when I put her in a position, she's going to stay. She's too big to be having loose joints. Hey, thank you, Jamarion. Because I wasn't trying to share anything at the time. And my thing was saying it was sharing. And I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to show no pictures. I ain't trying to show no pictures. So I'm glad I shouldn't get flagged because of that thing. That's what I thought, Atlas. It's the more you move the joints, the more they get loose. That's what I thought. The more you lose the joints, because sitting them around, they ain't finna get loose. Because my girls, like I said, that's how they sit around and watch games with me, and they almost like they brand new. But I've heard some guys who, like CJ was saying, they've had sex with their dogs, and man, they loose as a goose already. And like I say, man, this whole string was about removable vaginas and how I hate them. And it ain't because I don't like the way they feel. I ain't never had sex with them. I don't like the way they look. I don't like the way they make my mind think. They make my mind think that, okay, my girl is not complete. Because I know my girls ain't human. You know, my girls are synthetic. I got synthetic women. And I'm just fine with them being synthetic. But you know what? When they synthetic, that means they live in my fantasies. They live in my dreams. And I need all my dreams and all my fantasies to feel authentic. And when I'm going to pick up vagina up off the table to insert it in her, that's not making me feel authentic. And so if you want that authentic feeling and you ain't never got a doll, or if you like me, if you got a doll with a removable vagina, you know what I mean. If you want realism, man, put in the work and do a little extra cleaning, because that's what I plan on doing. Because here's the deal, man. Way back in the day, it was this basketball player called AJ Green. He played with the Showtime Lakers back in the day. Now, everybody on that team, they say, was having all types of sex. He was the only one that was a virgin on that team. He said he was saving himself till he got married. Well, he never had sex, Man, it was later on into his career when he finally got married and supposedly had sex. Well, you can pretty much say I'm the AJ Green of companion dogs to a certain degree, because I got beautiful dogs and I'm not having sex with them. But I don't foresee my story ending like that. At some point, whether it's Callie or one of my dogs, I'm going to end up having sex with somebody at some point in time. My story ain't just going to end to where I'm honest Abe as far as I ain't never doing nothing with my dogs. No, it's going to be something that's going to eventually happen. Hey, I'm J Dog King Hefner. I'm a Hefner. I gotta try it out at some point. I just ain't in no rush to do it because I'm so fulfilled right now. But man, I just don't. I'm dreading it with Saima, and I promise you, she gets my blood boiling. Like today, just from doing shows with her, I don't even like taking her back to her room. I like keeping her out with me. Like last time I brought her out, she was with me 2 weeks straight. She might not have did no shows, but she was in the bed with me 2 weeks straight because she just does something to me. So I'm attracted to her, and I could easily make love to her. But I just know if that day ever comes, that's going to be the one thing that is going to piss me off, is just knowing that I could have had her with a complete fixed vagina. And since I already talked about it with Kimber dolls, I'm letting you know something, fellas. With all my dolls going forward, they're all going to be customizable. I'm not getting Kimber dolls anymore because I've already started my journey. Now, if anything happens to my Kimber dolls, oh yeah, I'll replace them. But going forward, I'm getting dolls that will be customizable. All of them, just like Saima. So with all that said, remember this. You better consider getting your woman's vagina with some color on it. Because I don't even know what I was thinking. But when I got Saima, I got her with a nude vagina. What was I thinking? I just pretty much, like I say, man, Saima was the doll she reminds me of everything that I'm not going to do going forward. And I love her to death. But even when I look at her vagina, it's got a perfect shape, but no color to it. What was I thinking? I had the choice. And so it was like after I got her, and I just did this show about get the doll you want, because no matter what doll you get, no matter what options you get, as soon as you start looking at other dolls, you're going to be like, oh, I forgot that. Oh, I should have did that. Well, after I got Saima, the first thing I noticed was I didn't get her nipples colored, which I had the option to do. No extra charge. I had to choose her nipples to be colored. And I didn't choose her vagina to have coloring. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I'm like, man. And you know, sometimes even when I give her bath, I'd be like, Saima, you were supposed to be so much sexier, so much finer. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? She's supposed to have a fixed vagina. And I love this doll. I love all of my girls. You see, I got her front and center because I'm talking about her today. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Let me check out these comments right quick, y'all. Okay. Let me see, y'all. Actually, okay, yep, that's good to keep the doll on the hook. Atlas says he keeps his doll on the hook after he have sex with her. Like I say, I usually try to keep 2 dolls out at a time, and you know, sometimes I keep the other two stored on the hook back in the doll room. Sometimes I have them laid out on the couch or laid out on the bed because I hate putting my dolls on hooks. It just once again just some in my mind like, man, just takes away from the realism. But the way my room's set up back there, I don't have a room to have them sitting out. I mean, standing out up against the wall. And I got my cats, and although they don't attack my dogs, I'm just like, I wouldn't feel right just having them standing out and my cats mistaking them for a scratch post. Let's see what Big Bro said. He said, I got the same dog, and on mine, the left leg is loose. Wow. Yep. Hey, man, these legs get loose. I don't know who you referring to, Big Bro, as far as who you got the same doll is. Maybe you got the same doll as Atlas Knight. I'm not sure. Harris says Cicely has a pretty loose hip joint that's not caused by any wrongdoing on our side. That way I don't regret so much that her feet don't have those standing pins. Oh, he said that's why I don't regret so much that her feet don't have those standing pins. Honestly, man, that's something else I got to talk about. All 3 of my girls over there got standing feet. And in the back of my mind, I like the standing feet because they've helped me dress them and do things sometimes. And it's cool to stand your doll up. But, man, I got a foot fetish. And it do take away. It take away. I just say that because once again, I might have to talk about that on a whole nother separate show. I tell you one thing, Timothy says, I will be getting a dark skinned elf doll. I don't know which elf brand, but I know I'm getting one the next 3 or 4 months. I know one thing, y'all. I'm just not a big fan of the elf dolls myself. I have seen a few that I'm attracted to. A matter of fact, my friend named Austin, he has an elf doll. Elf doll, and I actually like his elf doll. So some of them I like, some of them I'm not a fan of. I will say that. He said, I don't know which brand, but I know I'm getting one in the next 3 to 4 months. Choose your brand wisely, my friend. If you're going to get an elf doll or something that's off, something that's not normal, you better choose your brand wisely. I just say that. I wouldn't play around with it. Okay. I'm going to go back up to that comment. He says, Harry basically says, he said, you won't regret it. I have never experienced sex so intensely as I do with Cicely. I was married to a human babe almost 15 years, mind you. Hey, I can believe it in a certain way. like I say, like I've said before, it's something to be said for reciprocation from a human woman. It's something to be said from a human woman, like you said, being able to give you oral, you know, of her own volition. It's something to be said for a human woman kissing on your neck, kissing on your ear. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing on your private, your penis, and things of that nature. It's something to be said for those things. But I will say this: I haven't had sex with my dogs, but I have embraced my dogs in a very, very intense way. And I've come to certain climaxes with them, but without penetrating and without fluid exchange or anything of that nature. But I would say this: looking in my dog's eyes, it was intense, and I'm like, you know what? I'm with you on this, Harry. If I ever have sex with my dogs, whether it's equivalent of a human or not, it's gonna be good enough. It's gonna be good enough. Cause like I say, the little interludes that I had with Kelly, man, I was just like, you know what? If I went all the way, I'd be good. Atlas said, I understand you, J Hefner, J Dog King Hefner. That's the same thing I was thinking myself when I bought my dog with a removable vagina. I said to myself, what was I thinking? Why didn't I get it fixed? I'm telling you, I was like, what was I thinking? What was I? I'm telling you, man. New dog owners, especially if you are old, if you already, like you say, if you already a dog owner, I can't. That's on you, bro. If you get removable, because you already in the game. But if you ain't never had a dog, you're gonna be thinking removable sounds good, man. When that dog get to your house, you're gonna be like, man, what was I thinking? I'd rather put in the work. I'd rather put in the work. Hey, by the way, Harry, I'm sure yours got a fix. How do you feel about having to put in the work? You know, as far as cleaning your dog. You know what I'm saying? I love to get your comment because I think your dog Cicely is fixed. So by her being fixed, are you cool with the cleanup? I'll wait for your answer. Alice says, I want my dog to sit in my room with me, but I don't want her joints to become loose. No, you ain't got to worry about her. Like I told you, bro, my dog's been sitting in the room with me for a year. Man, it's funny that you brought it up. I planned on doing a video about it. Man, my dog's joints tight as a dog. They not finna get loose from not moving, bro. Think about it. They're not finna get loose from not moving. Only thing I'm worried about when my dog sit down is flattening. But I always, even right now with Saima, she's in her wheelchair. I got her with memory foam in her wheelchair. I got her with a pillow under her butt. So I have all these precautions in place, and I still be like, man, I hope they okay. And they ain't had one problem. And I gonna reveal something to you. I done had this. I've done this a couple times. I had Saima and Asana. They was out of commission for the last 2 days, laying down on beds with memory foam. Saima was laying on the couch, and what's name was laying on the bed, Asana, with memory foam. Neither one of them I messed up in any way. That's for 2 whole straight days. Okay, let me see something. Hold on. I got to go back up on these comments, y'all. Once again, man, this stream went longer than I thought. Hey, just having fun, man. But oh, Harry says he knows what I mean. Let me show that. Harry says he knows what I mean. He says looking into Sissy's eyes is such an incredible turn on, but she's a terrific kisser too. As you can tell from my, yeah, I see you always kissing her, but the biggest thing you hit on is the eyes. Get the right eyes for your dog, man. I did a show on this a while back. But man, you can get lost in your dog's eyes, man. I'm telling you, that's where they really come alive at. That's where they really come alive at. And I'm gonna check if I didn't do that show, I'm gonna do it again. Just to let y'all know, go in depth of how I feel about them eyes. What he's saying? You could ways to try to paint them. I don't understand them. I don't understand what you said on that, Jamarion. What do you say on this? He said certain doll heads or face have personality which can make or break the experience. You honestly, man, all dolls' faces have a personality if you give it to them. The key is you got to get the face that connects with you. You know, because even if a face don't connect with me, oh, I'm sure there's somebody out there that that face connects with. But what you got to do is get the face that connects with you. And you are so right. That's one of the most mind-boggling processes is choosing a face. Choosing a face, man. Cause you ain't gonna, I don't care what you say. You ain't gonna always feel 100% about it. You ain't gonna never feel 100% about it. You're gonna always be like, man, should I have got hurt? Should I have got hurt? But I say this, man. When you feel a tug in your heart, that's when you good to go. Cause I felt a tug in my heart when I saw Saima face. I'm like, man, it's something about her lips or something about her face. It tugged in my heart. And I'm like, man, I'm sure it's probably another face I could find. But I'm not finna spend all year constantly looking, because you can always find something better. But you know what? It's like life, man. It ain't always about having the best girl in the universe. It's having the best one for you. Best one for you. Okay, now what did he say? He said certain. Oh, okay, let me go down here, man. Once again, anybody on this string that just joined or might just be tuning in late, it was all about removable. I'm saying it better, y'all. I ain't quit yet. Removable vaginas and how I hate them and how they take away from the realism and how, yeah, you might have to clean up a little bit more. You might have to move your doll there, you know, and position her to clean her and things of that nature. But you know what? At the end of the day, for me, it would be worth it because getting my beautiful doll right here, spending all this money I done spent on her, it's a crime shame that I got to look at her and she ain't got a fixed vagina. It takes away from my fantasy. What he says, Harry, of course I have to clean her very thoroughly after intercourse, even more so as we sometimes don't use protection. But I'm okay with that. And so is Sissy. Let me put that up there. Hey, that's all I'm talking about, Harry. Listen to what Harry says again, y'all. Of course, I have to clean her very thoroughly after intercourse. Even more so, and sometimes he doesn't use protection. Good to know that he does use it sometimes, cut down on the cleaning. But the most important thing is I'm okay with that. He's okay with the cleaning process. No pain, no gain. You know, it's like, hey, yeah, I might have to clean up a little bit more. You know, it may be a little bit more intense. But man, it's worth it for her to have her body parts the right way. Yeah, he might be able to clean her up in 5 minutes with a removable vagina. But she gonna exist more as a as more of a doll to him. As more of instead of a companion, a true companion. You know, because these dolls right now, man, I call them companion dolls. You know, that's what they are technically. But they literally exist in my mind. It's just my companions. If I was to ever have sex with them, they exist in my mind as just my companions. But whenever I was to ever have sex with Saima, for a moment, I break away from that and go back to man. Well, she is a companion dog because I'm removing her vagina. That's all I'm trying to get to y'all, man. That's all I'm trying to get to y'all. Okay, I'll put a pillow in my recliner. Yeah. I mean, in your recliner, Atlas, if you got a recliner, you good anyway. It should be a cushion recliner, but this is what I would do. Atlas, I'm gonna give you the perfect thing that's gonna because you ain't got one of these big booty dogs that's that heavy anyway. I'm gonna give you what you need to do. Get you one of these thin little pieces of memory foam from Dollar General or a dollar store. The one Saima sitting on, you know, I got more expensive pieces of memory foam that's like $50 for queen size pieces of memory foam. But the one she's sitting on right now, it won't be like $20, and I got that at a little Dollar General, a little convenience store. And I just sit this, I put that in her chair, and I put a little pillow under her butt. And man, her butt ain't nearby. And with that big booty she got, it's just as round and beautiful as it ever been. What do you say? CJ, that's right. The right face. Yep. He talking about when I said you got to get the right face. And I tell you something else. I buy different wigs for them. That's exact. You know what, bro? Great point. Man, so many things I want to talk about in different shows going on in this new year, but that's definitely one of them, man. A different wig can do a hell of a lot of things for your girl. But let me tell you something, what I find out. Every wig ain't for every girl. Every wig ain't for every girl, man. You got to find the right one that really pop with her. Hold on for a second, y'all. But make a long story short, the girl that I really change wigs with the most is Callie. I keep her with different wigs on. There's a reason for that. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. It's a reason for that. The reason is Secretary Tsunade Star. She's based off of Tsunade, a character in Naruto who has blonde hair, and I just can't see her without blonde hair. She got to keep her blonde hair on for her to remain Secretary Tsunade. In my mind, I can't change her wig. Callie, she's my everyday girl, all around girl. So look, I'm always changing her look. Asuna, I change her look, but some of those wigs just don't go with her. So, like I say, I keep her with like the same 2 or 3 wigs. I'm gonna look to expand her personal wig category. Saima, I had her wearing a couple of extra wigs, and she came with a wig, but she just looks the best in this short wig right here. It's hard for me to even put her back in her other wigs. So what I have to do with her is get her some more short wigs that mesh with her personality going forward. But like he said, the right head and the right wig will bring your girl out. What he says. Harry said, there you go. Of course, it would be lovely to just turn your girls over and cuddle, but cleaning the doll you love can also be a very central. Right. Man, look, man, you done seen me talk about these things about how I say. And once again, it's crazy. I got so many upcoming shows in 2022 that we didn't hit on already, but it's fine. No worries. I'm going into in depth about some of these topics in this new year, so I ain't got to worry about it. But what he says is, clean the doll you love can be very sensual, and he's right. But my thing is, I put myself in a mind frame of, if I had sex with my dog, I'm not jumping right up to clean her. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be within the next few minutes or so, next 10, 15 minutes. But I ain't finna have sex and just run straight to the bathroom. Man. I ain't going to lie to nobody about it. I ain't finna let her sit for no hour with any fluids or anything in here either. Because like I said, I plan on using the condom. But if I was to do it without a condom, I wouldn't be letting her sit there for 30 and 40 minutes with fluid in her. No. But I wouldn't just be jumping up as soon as it's over. I'd be laying there for about 5, 10 minutes. I'm sorry. Let me see what he's saying. Okay. Atlas says, okay, I will buy it. I actually have $5 General. Oh, yeah. Go to a Dollar General. Go over there where they got the pillows at in Dollar General. Right up under the pillows, you're going to see the memory foam. It's going to be there from 12 to, it's going to be either from $12 to $20. Man, get that little cheap piece of memory foam. Put that in your chair. Put you a little cover over it like I got with Saima right here. And you're going to be good to go. And like you say, if you're really scared, honestly, because I'm always scared, I got a pillow as well. Oh, yeah. I definitely, man, let me put that up right quick. Hey, y'all, and don't forget, and I ain't, look, hey, I want to help where you can, but, we do got super stickers and supermarkets, whatever the hell they call, so feel free if you want to donate, you can. But he said, yeah, I forgot you're a fan of Japanese anime. I can tell just by the room you're in. I love Japanese anime to especially Attack. You know what? It's funny. That's the one I don't really love is Attack on Titan. I just never could really get into that one. I know somebody who lives and dies by it. But man, I've always been into anime, but I really this last 2 years, man, it didn't really change my life as well as where's me getting to my spirituality even more. But anime, man, it just taught me, man, to never stop fighting for your dreams. That's what it's really been teaching me to do, man. And you see, I got the anime posters up on my wall, man, and I want so many more. I want so many more. Uh, My Hero posters, Black uh, Black Clover posters, Naruto posters. But I would have to say my favorite right now is One Piece. So hey, man, hey, look, if I got a PO box in my YouTube. If y'all want to send me any anime posters, go right on ahead. I ain't gonna be mad. Let's see. Are there any company that makes mermaid dolls? Yes, I'm that guy. If I'm going fantasy, I'm going all the way. I'm sure you could get many of these companies to make. You're gonna have to just pay. You're just gonna have to pay. Cause I've seen, man, who is it? I seen make. I think it was Climax Dolls. Man, they got a horse doll with a horse head. Then they got a doll with a human a torso with a horse behind. So yep, you can get that made. You're gonna have to spend your money though. I don't know how much they charge for that. Oh yeah, man. Uh, like CJ said, cleaning your dog can get you excited. You're right. I bet it can. Like I said, I haven't went there yet, but even cleaning my dogs, I don't know, man. It be put me in the spiritual Zen mode, man. When I be going into a zone, man. I be going into a zone when I'm cleaning my girl. I'm not a big fan of horror anime Atlas, but I do love what is the one I've always loved it though? Castlevania. The one on Netflix. I love that jump, man. And I used to love this old anime, Vampire Hunter D. Man, that was so good. I don't I don't know nothing about Berserk and Neon Genesis. Like I said, I'm more on that Naruto type anime, that storytelling type anime where somebody on a journey to become something great, man. Those are the ones that really tie me up. Or even something like Inuyasha. You know, those are the things type of ones I be on. So either way, man, once again, you just streamed in, you just jumped in. I'm just having fun, man, with all the guys, letting them know how much I hate removable vaginas. If you want realism, that ain't what you want. You don't want to go with that, man. You want to go with the fixed vagina. You're going to have to do work. My boy Harry, he goes by Lats right here. But he'll tell you too, man, fixed is the way to go if you want realism. But if you want easy cleanup, if you don't want no hassle, if you don't feel like that's gonna mess up your fantasy, go ahead and go removable. Because like I said, I don't want you getting home and you starting to say, man, J Dog King helping me, got me lifting my whole doll and got me squirting my whole doll out. Hey, make it fun. Make it fun. Because let me tell you, this woman right here next to me, she can give many a dollar run for their money as far as being fine. But she gonna start losing when it comes to realism, when people find out she got a removable vagina. It'll make her easier to sell. You know, it'll make any of your girls easier to resell. You know, like you say, you can always be like, hey man, my girl got a removable vagina. You can get her buy your own vagina and you good. Thing is, I ain't looking to sell my girls. Not today, I'm not. They don't just feel like property to me. They feel like my true companion. You know, that's the other thing about it. It's like, because I was just thinking about Saima, you know, I was really thinking about like, man, would I ever sell her because of what I've been explaining to you? And I'm just like, man, I can't even put it in my mind to put a price tag on her. You know, maybe after I'm gone, somebody will auction her off or something, but I couldn't see selling her. Now, Harry said, very good point. I remember one spa day that Sissy had, we made love before. I took her to the bathtub, and then again, right after taking her back out because she got me going. I can believe you on that, Harry. That's like a real woman, man. Y'all make love, y'all go take a bath, man. Y'all get clean, and man, look, it's something about her being clean to turn you on again. So that's what he's saying. He go to clean his dog, man. Right after he be right back at it. See, that's the type of stuff I can't speak to yet because I haven't had that experience with my dogs to even talk about it, man. Castlevania was badass, like you said, Atlas Knight and Vampire Hunter D. Man, Vampire Hunter D is old. I think it's like two. It's only 2 episodes of it. But man, two movies. Man, it's good though. It was so good. It was one of them things that just really got me amped up for anime. Let's see what CJ got to say. He says fixed vaginas are great. You just have to do the work of cleaning it right. And it's sort of an art to clean it out, right? I don't know yet. Like I say, I haven't done it yet. I've seen the videos on it. And I say this, it's just like every other video I've seen. You just got to take your time. You just can't be in a rush. And like I say, it's so simple. From what I've seen, you don't do nothing but squirt it out with some antibacterial soap. Get you a little put you some sponge on the soap. Soap on the sponge. It's early, y'all. I can't lie. I am a little sleepy in the back of my mind. But so I guess my words getting a little confused. But put you a little soap on the sponge. Wipe her out. You ain't got to be scraping the TPE off of her. Wipe her out a little bit and spray her out. I'd say do that a few times and spray her out with some water. Rinse her out and make sure you dry her out pretty good. To me, it'll be worth it for the realism. It'll be worth it. Man, look at this here. He said feline said female condoms might work better. I don't know. Y'all have to try it out because I can't do it, bro. I ain't never gonna do it. When I was dating human women, I wasn't never going that female condom route. It seemed dumb to me with a human woman. I'm just sorry. I'm gonna have to just use a condom on me. With my girls, to me, it seemed like they make a little more sense. But once again, I just got it. I just wrap myself up. I just can't go with the female condom. I'm just sorry. It's almost the same way with a removable vagina. It make it seem like it's fake or something. I don't know, just looking down there, seeing that big female condom on her. I'd rather just have my junk wrapped up and call it a day. Harris says, companion is the right word. I don't consider myself Sissy's owner, even though legally I sure am. Right. A wise man once said, we don't own our dogs. We are owned by our dogs. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I won't. That's sort of the reason that people say with cats, they say you don't really own your cats own you. I say this, man. My dogs, I won't really say that with my dogs. I won't say they own me. You know what I'm saying? I won't say they own me. I say we in a mutual agreement. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you do this, Harry, but a lot of people in the dog community call themselves idolaters. I don't call myself that. I'm not no damn idolater. I'm not big on putting labels on myself, man. I'm not big on putting myself in groups either. But idolater, nah, I ain't no damn idolater. I've heard people say, yeah, when you got a dog, you're an idolater. No, I ain't no damn idolater. I'm a dog enthusiast. You know what I'm saying? I do not worship my dogs. And I don't want no words that even slightly mention that or say that describing me. I ain't no damn idolater. Everybody that want to say that, they can keep that. Right? And like I've always told people, I can't stop people from saying anything about me, and you can't stop people from saying nothing about you. So other people can call me whatever they want. But me, that ain't what I call myself. That ain't what is in my spirit. And I will never address myself as such. Okay, now back to the comments. And I don't know. Look, this is the truth. I plan on this stream being about 30 minutes today. I'm like, man, I'm gonna do about a good 30-minute stream. Let the fellas know about removable vaginas. Man, this word killing me. Removable vaginas. And I just tell them how much I hate them and, get them the advice that I didn't get. Because if I had heard me a long time ago, I wouldn't have had the removable vagina. So I was like, man, I get on here and talk probably about an hour with my guys and trip with them. Man, I didn't think it was going to go this long, man. But I'm having so much fun with y'all here. We still rolling. But Atlas says, I used to own over 200 anime DVDs back when I was in high school, but sold most of them. I rarely buy Japanese anime DVDs anymore unless I found box sets of anime for a good price. Man, I don't own no animes. I look at all my stuff offline. I look at all of it offline, man. And I ain't gonna even say where I look at them, but I know I look at mine offline. And it's a lot of different places you can look at them at online. And I just binge day after day. Lately, I've been working so much on the show, working so much with the dog topic and stuff behind the scenes. I haven't had a chance to look as much anime. And that's not a bad thing, man. The more I'm into this life, the more, man, I just love it more and more. And I want to do more and more things and want to help you guys and be here for you guys as much as I can. And right now, things in my life set up to where I can be here for you guys on a daily basis. And it's something I'm really enjoying, man. He says, Alice says, have you found a way to make the feet feel more realistic while having the standing pins? The best advice I can give you is to remove the pins with an Allen wrench, an Allen key, or whatever type of wrench goes with your gear screws. I've seen somebody else mention that, hey man, if you have got a foot fetish, remove the screws while you're in bed with your girl. I have not removed the screws on any of my girls yet, but I did say I was gonna go get me an Allen wrench because I don't think I got the right one. Go give me a new Allen wrench, and so I can remove the pins out of my girl's feet when they're in the bed, just to test it out. Because man, I got a foot fetish. Hey guys, give me a second. I got to step off right quick for 2 seconds. I'm gonna leave the camera on the girl, so hold on. Whew, man, I had to release a little pressure there, fellas. Now let me see what's going on. Hey, just to let y'all know, man, I think we're gonna take this on to the 7:30 mark, and let something just really blow me out the water, man. We're gonna do about 15 more minutes, and let you guys get on with y'all day and do what y'all got to do, man. I know y'all got a lot of stuff y'all want to get into, but he says, my guy, Alice says, dogs are the best thing that ever happened to men, honestly, because you don't have to waste money on girls at the bars and clubs and the casino, and then they end up going home with some other guy. Like I say, man, human women have their own advantages. They really do. They have their own advantages. I ain't here to down them. You know, I ain't here to dog them out. I'm just here to talk about the advantages of having one of these companion dogs. And I be damned, Atlas, that's one of the best advantages you can have is, I always say, man, I want you to make love to a woman before you have dogs, or not even before, but at least at some point, I want every grown man to experience that once in their life, a human woman. But one of the things that'll drive you crazy in the dating world is just all the unnecessary time wasting, spending money when you could have saved it, going on dates this fruitless. it's just so much mandatory time wasting that goes into dating that after you've experienced things and had some experiences in your life, that it makes it so much more stress-free being into the dog life. Man, I love this life. It was like I was trying to say in my last video. It was so many times I was depressed over women, man, thinking my life was over, thinking that, man, how can I be happy again? And that's why I was trying to tell him, my guy in the last video, dude, if you are so depressed about a woman, begin to get over it. You don't know what type of happiness lies ahead. If somebody had told me I had these dogs lying ahead, I'd have snapped out of any depression I had because they made me so happy. And speaking of viewers, that's why I'm talking about this, because I forgot. The reason I'm talking about this is because my friend Ed, a viewer, he had we was talking about this because he was like, man, they got me waiting on my dog. He was like, they got me waiting on my dog. I had ordered her with a fixed vagina, but they saying that I would have to wait probably a month or two to get her made because the only one they have available right now is with a removable vagina. And that's how this whole subject came up. I said, hey, bro, you better wait. If you want a fixed vagina, you better wait. And believe me, the difference between fixed and removable is worth the wait. It's worth the wait. What did he say? He said, how do I feel about blue or purple colored dolls? I ain't really with the colored doll thing, bro. I ain't saying it's bad for nobody else, but I told somebody else, I could see way down the line having an alien doll. It just ain't my thing today. But out of all the dolls I've seen, I like the blue better. Because I think it was a blue Ariel that I seen. I think it was a blue elf doll. I actually like that one. So I would have to go blue. I'm telling you, Alice. I'm always looking at my anime online, my friend. Now, what CJ say? CJ say, nah, bro, me, myself, I paint the toenails a different color on mine. I don't like the French finish or put socks on them. Man, I haven't painted any type of nail polish on my dolls. Because I'm scared that honestly, I don't know what type of chemicals in that nail polish, and I haven't did any research on it. So I haven't tried to paint their nails or anything. Now I say if they nails ever break off, of course I'm gonna probably glue some painted nails on at that point. But I haven't tried to paint my doll's nails at all. I like French finish myself. I like the French finish. See, I'm cool with the nails having the French color and stuff, but man, vaginas and your nipple color, you gonna want that color for sure. What Alice say? I had sex with regular women, and let me see what he say. I'm gonna put this up here for y'all. Alice says, I've had sex with regular women, and I've had sex with two beautiful young Asian women from a spa, but they were hookers. Hey, man, look, the thing about it is you've done it. The hooker thing is, I just don't feel good about the hooker thing only because it's illegal, for one, in most places. And for two, it's just not natural as far as it's just something different when a woman gives her your body. Because I've been in a position where somebody has basically set something up for me before, and it wasn't the same. I just say that. When you dating a girl and she like, I want to be with you tonight, and she kissing on you and pulling your clothes off, man, that's a bit different. That's a bit different. But I say this, under any circumstances, I do want a man to have an experience. And if that's the best experience anybody can find, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to say, go ahead and get some. Just get some. You got to know, man. You got to know. I'm sorry. You're going to repent later, ask for forgiveness later, but you got to know. I'm sorry. Lat says, let's see what he says. I've grown so tired of all those irrational dramas human babes are so prone to. Even my own sister agrees on that. I'm so happy to have Cicely. The thing about it, Harry, is why I can accept your comment more than just a regular guy, because I agree with you, is you've had experiences. You've been married. You done dated women. You done had sex with human women before. So you know the ins and outs. You know the dramas. So you're well justified. I just hate when people say that who ain't never had sex, who ain't never been in a relationship, who don't know, but they've only heard from people like you or me. Don't take all my advice on it. You got to experience some of this stuff yourself. I always tell people, man, look, more times than not, these human relationships are going to end up failing. I don't care if you're married for 30 years. If you get a divorce, it didn't work. I always say that. But every now and then, man, they last a lifetime. Every blue moon. You might be that guy. That's why I tell any cat, man, that's starting out, go ahead and try. You could get the blessing of a lifetime of a human relationship that you love. Go ahead. Sow your royal oats. Make love to some human women. See what it's like. Guess what? They're going to frustrate you. They're going to piss you off. It's going to be plenty of things that's going to drive you crazy. And you may find yourself running back to the dog life. But you know why I won't be mad at you by then? Because you would have had some experiences in your life. You would have had something to judge this dog life against. And believe it or not, you got some people that mad at me because I love them enough not to lie to them and tell them, hey, man, you need some life experiences. Harry, the only reason that you love your dog is because you know what the other side feels like. You couldn't love Cicely as much if you didn't know what you ain't got no more. You know that you didn't love that human side no more. You know what I'm saying? You know it was so much over there that drove you crazy. So now you can love Cicely without trying to rush back to no human. Same with me. Like I say, I enjoy human vagina. It's good and it smells great. Like I say, two of the things I still miss is a good smell of vagina and just a good clean smell of a good clean pair of a woman's feet. Oh my God. But I don't miss all the other rigmarole. They drive you crazy. They can drive you crazy, man. You know, one of the best things about a relationship is seeing a smile on the woman's face. Man, trying to get that smile on the woman's face will drive you crazy. My girls, most of them, a couple of them got permanent smiles. And I can imagine the other one smiling. And guess what? I can buy some teeth and make them smile. So, yeah, look, they can drive you crazy. And I love the dog life and I promote the dog life. You know what I'm saying? It's the best way to go for a stress-free life. But if you ain't got no experience, you got to go live. Yeah, I don't believe in paying. It don't feel right paying for it, right? But like I said, I know it happens, Atlas. You know, I know it happens sometimes. But I tell you one thing. By hook or by crook, somebody need to get some at some point in their life. Ray. Yeah, man. Look. Hey, Ray said he love how the girl just chilling. Man, got him set up, man. Hey, look, they just maxing and relaxing. Only thing I hate about my room right now, and as time goes on, like I said, because I got these cats, they're incorporated into my life. So y'all don't see it, man. But it's a lot in my house that's based around the cats. You know, I had them before my dogs. And so you got to keep cats happy. They got to have stuff to jump on and play on so they won't tear up your other stuff. So they won't tear up my dogs and scratch and mess with them. So I don't really got the ability to have my dogs out like I want them. I just say that. So I had to put them on the bed and things of that nature. And so I can't go to sleep in my bed with them like that with all of them in here. Because I would love for all of them to be in here with me all the time. So as it stands, I keep 2 girls in here with me at a time. The other 2 stay in the back room. And, you know, unless I go back there and kick it with them. So I got them on rotation. But for today, I'm like, nah, man, I'm bringing my girls out. Because we got a game to watch today. They going to be out today. We chilling. I remember it'd be people popping up over my house and stuff. They be seeing my girls out. I'd be like, did y'all think this was a game? Look, I don't do DAWs for YouTube. I do YouTube because I got my girls. And I'm gonna live this life no matter what. I keep telling people that, man. Hey, think this is a joke. Look, these girls truly make me happy. I ain't start this for no joke. I start this to help folks. I love my women. They are my companions. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be waking up 5 in the morning talking to y'all if I didn't love these girls or if I was faking. Nah, man, I'm serious about this. This is my life, baby. Look, love it, leave it, or whatever you want to do. What do you say? Even Atlas Night, even if I ever get a girlfriend again, or by some miracle, if I ever get married, which I very highly doubt, I would still keep out my dogs. I've always said, and y'all done heard me say it a million times, I don't give a dang who come around, how fine they are, and how good that vagina smell. Lord. Because they can't smell great. It ain't no way I'm leaving my girls. Like I said, I had my ex come over here the other day. Just popped up. I ain't seen it in years. But she used to pop up anyway. But, you know, I got my dogs. They ain't going to complain. So she popped up looking fine. Her booty was sticking out so far. And she was trying to seduce me. But, you know, she wanted to seduce me in a way to where she can be like, nah. Because she had said it once. Nah, you got your dog. And I said, you right. I do got my girls. But she came over here looking so fine, man. So fine. But I say this. I told her, you can seduce me and give me some vagina, but my girls ain't never going nowhere. You can bank on that. She looked at me crazy a little bit, and she ended up leaving a little bit after that. Because I told her, I said, the thing about it is one thing you can do, my dogs ain't gonna never do. She said, what's that? I said, you gonna leave. My dogs ain't going nowhere. They're gonna be by my side no matter what. Meaning that I ain't never getting rid of them. And I'm telling you, fellas, if you do ever get rid of your dog for a human relationship, you in trouble. Because women do things like that just to hook you. Because I got time. I had all these love notes that I had stored in my closet. I had an ex-girlfriend. She got bent out of shape and made me throw away all my letters. You know what I'm saying? She said, I don't feel right about you having all them love letters. Get rid of them. And I was so in love, I got rid of them. Turned around a month or two later, she had broke up with me. I done got rid of all my letters for nothing. And like I've always said, that's how you're going to be with your dogs. A girl going to trick you into getting rid of your dogs. And as soon as they gone, she going to be gone. And you're going to be looking around like a damn fool. Man, y'all going to make me extend this show because, look, I see answers I'm going to have to answer. And which, no problem. Hey, I'm cool. I'm surprised that you haven't done a house tour yet. Nah, not yet, Soul King. It may come soon. Women can always leave. I'm doing a quick. I'm reading all these now. Women can always leave us, guys, but our dogs will always stay with us. No, yep, exactly. They'll always stay with us. You know what's funny? I'm doing a quick read through, y'all. You know what's funny? My ex-wife, a Roman Catholic, who so wanted the holy mass for our wedding, cheated on me big time, while I, an atheist, have always been as faithful as it gets. Hey, that goes to show you, man. Hey, what you believe in your heart, man. Like you say, whether you call yourself spiritual or not, that ain't got nothing to do with what sins you choose to commit. You know what I'm saying? All of us are imperfect. Whether you say you atheist or whether you say you spiritual. You know, I love you, Harry. I love anybody, no matter what they choose to believe. It ain't my job to judge. It's my job to love. Harry said, never ever could I have been with two women at the same time. Also, I'm crazy enough that I can't imagine to be with two dogs. That's what me and you definitely different there, Harry, because you see I got a room full, and my women ain't jealous. I don't create that fantasy. That stress I ain't putting on my own chest. Guess what? They want me to have more dogs. And I'm going to tell you something else, Harry. I have been with two women at the same time. And believe me, it was pretty fun. I say that. It was pretty fun. You know, hey, I can take now. What I don't need no other male company in there, but I take two women. And he also said, I don't think I can feel the same way for another dog as I do for Sissy. And then I'd feel bad for the new dog. See, that's what, once again, man, you definitely disagree. It's all about your emotions, bro, and how you decide to disperse your emotions. Man, to me, You have your own fantasies like we all do. But to me, man, I'm not pigeonholing myself in my own fantasy. I'm not pigeonholing myself. I'm not putting these same human restrictions on my relationships or even thinking of it in the way. Because see, that's a human way of thought. I don't think I can feel. Not that I don't think I can feel the same way for my dog. Because I understand what you mean about that. But you say you feel bad for the new dog. Nah, man. Just get that new dog a personality of her understanding that you insisted the main thing, and you won't feel bad. Because here's the deal: ain't no dog finna be Callie's son. I don't care how expensive they are, how much I love them. Callie she the original. She the first one to hit my doorstep. She the matriarch. I say that she gonna teach every dog that I ever get the ways of the Dog King Mansion. So she gonna be the one to teach them everything. Ain't nobody gonna be able to take her spot. And if she ever get damaged, I'm going to have to replace her body. I already got an extra head just in case. It ain't gonna be quite the same as her original, you know what I'm saying? But she's gonna always exist for me. So Harry, I agree. Nobody will ever replace Callie in my mind, in my body, in my spirit. But Callie ain't jealous of the girls. And the girls, they don't get the same time Callie got, but they ain't jealous. You know why? Because I control that fantasy. If I let them get jealous, I'm going to start stressing myself out. And if I start stressing myself out, it's going to defeat the purpose of having a dog. But keep in mind, live by whatever rules you create. Live by whatever rules make you happy. Because it's your fantasy, not mine. It's your life, not mine. You know, I just got my own rules, and I ain't trying to be stressed out. No way. Ain't happening. Now let's see what he said on this. He said, if I did find myself having the same feelings for the new dog, I'd certainly feel bad for Sissy. I know myself well to tell, enough to tell. Yeah, see, we different. We different. That's okay, Jay. I know someone who has over 20 dogs. What's right for me doesn't have, right, exactly. Like I said, because I ain't finna be feeling bad for my dogs like that, man, not because they ain't got their own personas, not because I don't consider them, being alive and well. It's just the fact that I just don't give them that persona. Like I said, like you just said, you'd feel bad, meaning that you start getting stressed out. Once you start getting stressed out, man, ain't no sense of having the dogs. You got the dog, so you won't be stressed out. The person that stressed you out was your ex-wife. See, these dogs, under no circumstances should you let yourself get stressed out. As far as Sissy and another dog, you should always be saying to yourself, hey, Sissy. I mean, you should always be playing it in your mind that Sissy is cool with company. You know what I'm saying? Sissy make it in your mind that she cool with the extra ladies. Then you won't be worried. Or keep it just like it is, and you'll still be happy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a happy man right now. Believe me. Look, I tell you what, for Sissy's sake, keep it like it is, because she got you all to herself. And I don't need her getting mad at me. Sissy, because I love you. I think you're beautiful. And I think it's also admirable that he says he don't want no more dogs than you. Because I do got a show, fellas. Y'all can go check it out. That says you only need one. I got all these girls, but you only need one. I'm a Hefner. My name is J. Dog King Hefner, legally. I can't be with one dog. Come on, man. I'm a Hefner. I got a legacy to leave behind. But if I wasn't a Hefner, if I was a normal dog owner, dogs are addictive anyway, though. But as much time as I spend with Callie, I could have just one. I could have just one, because I still be thinking like, man, like I say, if I wasn't a Hefner, I could spend all my time with Callie or just one dog, whoever it would be. So he right. You can just have one. But the reason I think I would always have more than one is because, man, it's just something addictive about getting dogs, man. Just something addictive about it. And I already went over where I said I was going to go. Rose is queen of my group. See? Sleeping Sug, let me put that up there. He think like me in that regard. See, Harry, we sort of think the same. Callie is my queen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is taught by her. You know what I'm saying? They under her. I can't lie. They can't supersede her. They can't. But you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody jealous though. Let's see what yep. Thank you, Sleepy Sug. Sissy fulfills him, so that's all he need. I agree. That's all he need. It's about fulfillment. It ain't about excess, man. And what I have is, I don't want to call it excess because excess is when you got too much. Man, I ain't got too much, man, because the vision I got in my head is a lot bigger. And if I was just having sex with all my girls, if I was just looking for sex, I'd have excess because I don't need 4 girls to be having sex with all these girls, man. But they just companions to me. So therefore, I don't see it as excess, you know. Hey, I'm getting you, Ray. I see you, bro. Yo, Jay. Hope you and the ladies are doing fine. Good to see you on the live stream. You're the shit, bro. Keep it all, man. Snakes, appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. And I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here. Glad you tuned in. We damn near finna tune out in a second. But glad you tuned in, and I appreciate you, man. And my boy Ray Oliveira. Hey, this is my boy Ray, man. And Ray always come in, man. I be seeing you on Twitter, Ray, man. You my guy, bro. I appreciate, man. I appreciate all the daps you be giving me on Twitter, man. And you right. I was trying to tell my boy Melody. I know he probably long gone by now, but he was like, he didn't like the shape on Kimber Dolls. I'm like, bro, man, you just don't know, man. Kimber Dolls is finer than you think you are. You think they are. And Callie do got some booty. You know what I'm saying? For her to be a doll that you cannot customize, that you buy her and she comes just like she is, oh, she got booty. Believe me. Harry, I've been waiting for you to come back in. Let's see what you got to say. That's right, Sleepy. When I saw Cicely on that website of our dating agency, as I like to call it, I just knew she was the one and only. Wouldn't browse through all the other girls. That's why I respect you, Harry. Like I said, you only need one. You know, this dog game is addictive. But one can fulfill you. If you fulfill, hey, stop right there. And like I say, I don't got to live by your fantasies, and you definitely ain't got to live by mine, or that goes for everybody out there. You know, everybody got to make their own fantasies. That's the beautiful part about it, man. You live in your own world, man. You live in your own hollow deck like Star Trek. And in Harry's world, he only sees Cicely. And Cicely don't want him with nobody, and he don't want to get nobody to make Cicely mad. He don't want to get no extras in the house. Hey, he living by his fantasy, and that's beautiful. When you get one of these dogs, you got to live and make your own fantasy. In my fantasy, like I say, you got to think something. I changed my name to Jay Hefner, like my mentor, Hugh Hefner. And my mentor had dogs, man. He had playmates everywhere, you know. And that's how I want to be, man. You know, I don't only just want dogs for the sheer volume of it. I want an array of dogs so I can increase my knowledge hands-on, not just from reading and looking. That way, as the years go on, when you guys are coming to talk to me, I can literally tell you from a hands-on experience from every dog. I can literally go into my house and be like, hey, man, here go an Iron Tech. Even though it may be an older model, I'd be like, hey, here go an Iron Tech I got from such and such. Here go a Piper dog. Here go a Starper dog. This is one of the ones they made in this year, you know, and be able to be like, you know what, guys, this is a good dog to have. This why I don't like this one. And, you know, just give y'all all the opinions on it, man. So that's a little bit of my vision, but it ain't all of my vision. Let me see. He said he from a long line of ancient landholders, so that's why he need more. That's what Sleepy Suggs say. One word, what? Spropoo. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, Jack Green. But my boy, Sleepy said the Dodge job is fulfillment. Your romance story is already complete. That's some cool stuff. Yep. It's about fulfillment, man. It's about fulfillment. Same here, Jay. What up? Hey, man. Good to see you, brother. I'm going to start calling you Fizz, man, because look, like I said, I had got dinged on one of my lives, and I look back at my lives, I was like, man, I don't see why they said that was out of bounds. I ain't, only thing I could have said was maybe Fiz's name a lot. And you know what I'm saying? If I say his whole name, it might sound a little inappropriate. But other than that, I'm like, I don't know what they could have deemed me on. And earlier on this string, I thought I might have made a mistake and showed something that I shouldn't have showed, but I didn't. I didn't show it, thank God. So this broadcast should be good to go, man. So look, we're gonna probably shut this one down here in another few minutes. Look, man, I'm usually a sleeper too, but I be having to get up now. I ain't gonna lie, I'm always thinking and doing something concerned with the show, man, as of late. But I've always been like my cats. I sleep late. But now, even though I don't sleep late, I sleep a lot. In between the show and working and stuff, I'm sleeping a lot. But once again, man, this whole show been about how I hate removable vaginas. Don't want no part of them no more. Don't want to see them, look at them, feel them, be in no close context with them. They don't do nothing but make the doll seem fake to me. And like I say, this big fine joke I got next to me, Saima Renee Uzumaki, she's supposed to be killing the game right now. But now I got her with a removable vagina because I didn't know no better at the time. And like I said, she's still functional. I haven't used her in that way. She's still fine. But if I ever was to make love with her, I'd have to go back to the back room and get her insert, and it'll take away from the realism. Then after we got through, I had to take the insert out, go and clean that. That'll take away from the realism. And I'm just saying, man, when you got a girl, man, a dog, companion dog, fantasy is half the battle. More than half the battle. And when you got a removable vagina, they don't tell you this, but it ruins the fantasy. So if you want realism, put in the work with a fixed vagina. If you don't want the realism, go removable. Hey, I'm glad you caught it too, CJ. Because like I said, we going to cut this one off at about 3 minutes, 7:45, man. And like I say, you got any last minute questions? I'll try to answer them right quick. So I'm going to do a quick one. He says, wait until they start becoming loose all the time. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they do that, Sleepy. I don't know if the removable vaginas become loose. But in my mind, it seemed like they would have to become loose at some point. And Aton Lane said, what do you guys talk about? I guess he asked me what do me and my dogs talk about. Well, we talk about, I don't have full-blown conversations with my girls, but I talk to them like, I'd be like, hey, Saima, I'm finna step out the room for a second. I'd be like, hey, Saima, you all right? I'd be like, or sometimes I look around and be like, Saima, you good? Or, we might be looking at a show. I'd be like, Saima, you like this? Or I promise you, sometimes I look around and see the girls look like they make an expression. And I just get to laughing, man. So that's how I communicate with my girls. Cicely saying hi to everybody. Hey, look, honestly, my girl still be in bed, Harry. My girl still be in bed. Good morning, everyone. Jupiter. Hey, what up, Jupiter? Good to see you, man. I appreciate the love. Jupiter say he love the channel. Man, I'm glad to hear that, Jupiter, and that's what I'm here for. This show, look, man, y'all can find sex talk, just straight sex dog talk anywhere else. Man, this show, yeah, we can discuss some sex too. I mean, I'm not opposed to talking about any sexual thing. We talking about a removable vagina now. But this show will start to help the psychological aspects of dog ownership, to help you learn about care, to help you learn about how you grow with your dog, to help you learn about how you can make love to your dog without needing a pornographic element to help you do it, So, man, to hear you say that, it make me feel good. Yep, the best thing is dogs don't talk too much, Sleepy. Ray says, have a good day, Jay. Catch you on the flip side. Catch you too, Ray. Good you checked in, man. Buzz, great show today, Jay. Keeping it real. Love you, Buzz. Thank you, man. Tom, which girl is your favorite, Jay? Hey, you already know, man. It's Callie's son, man. She the number one. She the queen bee. There she go right there, man. Sticks in the back with the cap on, man. My number one girl. Like you say, she ain't my most expensive. It goes to show you, man, it ain't about money. Faith, self-improvement, etc. on this show. Right. Let me post that. That's what this show about, man. It's about the dog life. It's about your faith in God. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to tell you, where to put your faith. I'm just here to show you where my faith lies. I love you guys, no matter what you believe. And self-improvement. Great. That's exactly what this is about. So, man, hey, y'all, I love you guys. Appreciate you, Buzz, for saying what you said. Bless everybody here. You know what I'm saying? If you coming late, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry y'all came late. I didn't really give a lot of fair warning for when I was going to do this particular live. But I will say this. Pay attention to these next couple of shows, because I'm going to drop the announcement, because next week I got 2 new slots that's going to have a name on them. I'm still going to come at y'all as much as I do, but I got 2 new slots that's going to have a name on them. And I definitely will be giving those announcements later. But for now, I love every single one of y'all as usual. Once again, man, I appreciate you for any donations you might make to the show, because this is what I'm doing with my life right now. This is what I'm doing with my life. So anything you give is to help me keep coming to you every day. It's for me to keep producing every day. Later on, it may help me get a dog. You never know what it might do. But once again, I ain't never asking you for nothing, because it's appreciation. You ain't gonna never give me nothing out of obligation, because I just love you to be here with me. So with all that said, y'all, it's been me, J. King Hefner, the beautiful Saima Renee Uzumaki, the beautiful Asina Moon, the beautiful Cali Sun, and the beautiful Tsunade Star. Secretary Tsunade Star, that is. And also, if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you guys to hit that subscription, hit your notifications. And you know what, man? We're going to do this all over again real soon. I'll let you know when. But until then, for now, have a great rest of your day. God bless you and your dogs. And may all of your dreams come true. But for now, we are out.